Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
I hope I'm audible.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very,
Good
very good.
afternoon, sir.
Let us wait for a minute or two. Still, there are 30 only. So 20 remaining students. Okay. Meanwhile, we can discuss about the previous things, whatever we discussed. Previously, we have discussed regarding the policy, course policy of TETRA-E. Fine. I think there are few more students who are new today. They have joined today. Fine. So for them, I will again conduct a extra session regarding this course policy and all other rules and regulations, examination pattern and all the things. Fine. So no need to worry about those who are new today. Fine. And those who are already attended the class, now kindly ask if any queries with you. You can ask to me also today. So we can solve these queries within a minute or two. And meanwhile, still people are joining. So we'll start the session within 2-3 minutes. Mr. Vraj? Mr. Vraj is asking a question. We'll definitely send you a mail regarding course policy and all other relevant documents. But once you received your original email ID, fine. Okay, students. So today we'll start our first topic, and that is series parallel combination of resistors, Kirchhoff's law, and star delta connections. Fine. So let me share the screen first, and then we will continue. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So according to the syllabus and according to the policy discussed in the previous semester, our first topic is Kirchhoff's law. Fine. So we are going to discuss about Kirchhoff's law, but before that, we will discuss about the parallel and series combinations of various elements. Fine. So let me start with different elements. Suppose if there is a circuit, so this is a circuit. Fine. Circuit is what? It is a closed path from where the current flows and various elements are connected. Fine. So here in this circuit, how many elements are there? Suppose if it is a voltage source, here it is a resistor R, inductor L and capacitor C. We know that the voltage drop across this, that is VR, voltage drop across the inductor, that is VL, and across the capacitor is VC. Okay. So can anyone answer that how many elements are there in the circuit? How many elements are there in the circuit?
5, sir. 5.
5. Which are they?
So the potential drop across the resistor, inductor, and the capacitor, and the external potential, the current flowing through the circuit.
Okay. So element is a device. Say for an example, resistor. Resistor is a component. Fine. So this is also element. This is also element. This is also element. voltage source is also an element. Voltage source is also an element. Fine. So here we can consider that there are four elements. Four elements. Fine. Now,
Do we find the potential across the resistor and inductor and the capacitor as
yes. We will discuss all the things in detail. Right now, I just trying to explain you the very basic fundamentals. Fine. What is VR? What is VLVC? Everything that we are going to discuss. Fine. But before that, I should start because today is the first lecture and I am giving you a very basic fundamentals. We will not discuss directly about the Kirchhoff's law and fine. So we'll discuss even few definitions also. That is also important. So once you through all the definitions and all, then there are a lot of numericals which we need to follow. We need to calculate. Fine. So immediately we'll not start all the topics. Yes, today we will discuss only the basic fundamentals, whatever you studied in 11th and 12th, and their basic equations. Fine. So here there are two different types of elements. One element is active elements, and another is passive elements. Yeah. What do you mean by active and passive elements? कौन बताएगा? What do you mean by active? I mean active and passive. Okay. Here, resistor, inductor, and capacitor are passive elements. Are passive elements.
So because there is a relationship between the RL and C, you know?
I'll come to the point. Then voltage source is an active element. Suppose instead of voltage here, if there are different types of sources, right? Suppose if there is source like current source, it is also source. Fine. It is also known as active element. तो जहां से वोल्टेज जनरेट होते हैं, करंट जनरेट होता है. Fine. So in electrical quantities where the voltage and current is generated, are those elements are known as active elements. अब बताएगा कौन पैसिव एलिमेंट क्या है? करंट सोर्स जनरेट मतलब करंट जनरेट हो गया,
यहाँ पे करंट जाता
Sir,
है
in passive
जिसके थ्रू
element,
पास
या वोल्टेज जा रहा है.
sir, in passive element में energy supply
ले
नहीं
रहा
होती.
है और उसके साथ क्या होता है?
Sir,
आरएलसी में
energy
क्या होता
supply
है?
नहीं
जिसे
होती.
पावर कंज्यूम होता है. फाइन. सो जहां पे पावर कंज्यूम होता है, all these elements are known as passive elements. Fine.
Sir,
So
passive elements में energy supply नहीं होता ना?
सप्लाई नहीं होता. जैसे रेजिस्टर है, बल्ब है आपके घर में,
Yeah,
है ना?
sir. है
तो
ना?
बल्ब है तो वो पैसिव एलिमेंट है बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली इट इज अ इंपीडेंस. इंपीडेंस तो आपको पता है, रेजिस्टेंस या इंडक्टेंस या इंडक्टिव रिएक्टेंस वगैरह वगैरह हम बाद में बात करते हैं. पर ये एक ऐसा एलिमेंट है और वी कैन कंसीडर एज कंपोनेंट और इक्विपमेंट एट आवर प्रीमाइसिस. फाइन. जैसे बल्ब हो गया, फैन हो गया, फैन के अंदर इंडक्टर होता है. जैसे आपका ट्यूबलाइट हो गया, वहां पे इंडक्टर होता है. फैन में कैपेसिटर होता है, एक छोटा सा कैपेसिटर आपने देखा होगा, सिलेंडर काइंड. फाइन. तो एक कैपेसिटर हो गया. तो ये सारे एलिमेंट जहां पे भी हम क्या करते हैं, सप्लाई देते हैं. वी आर गिविंग सप्लाई. यस और नो? और जो सप्लाई लेता है, जैसे पावर कंज्यूम होता है, वहां पर आर पैसिव एलिमेंट्स. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So now can we define a circuit? What do you mean by circuit? Electrical circuit?
which current travels.
A combination of elements connected to each other.
Correct. A combination of active and passive
Sir,
elements.
it is a
Only-
closed path through which a current travels.
Sir,
Correct.
interconnection of electrical components.
Correct. Now I would like to refine again. Number one, say for an example, in your circuit, only passive elements are there. Can we say it is electric circuit? Like
No.
this. एक
No,
resistor
sir,
हो
no.
गया, ये दूसरा resistor हो गया और हमने circuit
No,
को
sir,
complete
because only consumption cannot happen. There has
Correct.
to be some
Fine.
generation.
So can we refine the definition now?
Yes, sir.
It
we
is
can
a combination of active and passive elements.
It is a combination of active and passive element, because active elements are voltage source, current source. Fine. So it is a combination of active and passive elements, and all elements are connected through wires, electrical wires, to create a closed path to flow the current. Correct? So what is electric circuit?
Sir,
Please note down
combination
in
of
your
active and
notebook.
passive.
All of you, please note down the definition of electric circuit in your notebook. Then we'll move forward. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay. So circuit ho gaya. Now series circuit elements. Now these elements are connected in series, either connected in parallel. Fine. So let us see first of all series combinations. Okay. Now here you can see series R1, resistor R2 and resistor R3 are connected across a voltage source here. Now suppose consider 100 volt is there, 100 volt is applied, fine. Then the voltage between point A and B, the voltage between point A and B is nothing but it is a voltage drop due to this resistance. Due to the resistance, we know that when there is a closed path, current will flow. So current will flow here, and IR, I to the product R1. So IR1 is the voltage drop here. So can we write an expression of V1? V1 is IR1, and it is also known as the voltage across resistor. We can speak in a different way. Voltage across resistor R1. It may be mentioned as V1. Voltage across terminal A and B. We can write VAB also. Fine. And it is I into R1. Okay. So the third way we can understood that it is a voltage drop across resistor R1. Fine. So we can consider it as voltage drop also. Why it is voltage drop? Because IR with respect to time, it is a heat. Fine. So here, when the current flows through any element, when current flows through any passive element like resistor, inductor, or capacitor, there will be a heat generation. Fine. This phenomenon is common, and we know that. Fine. So heat is going to be generated. Fine. So voltage drop is there. Voltage drop across R2 is V2. Voltage drop across R3 is V3. And we can write, suppose if the voltage drop across V3 is 30, here if it is 30, V2, and V1 is 40, it could be equal to 100. 100 is equal to 40 plus 30 plus 30. So voltage drop across the circuit elements, series circuit elements are same. Okay. Now let us continue. So these are the equations. Can we write? V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. And V, according to Ohm's law, we know that V is I into R1 because I is the common in series circuit. So current I R1 plus I R2 plus I R3. So this is the series combination and this is Ohm's law. Fine. So based on this, we can write the equation in the form of current also. IR is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3, where RT in a different book, it is mentioned as total voltage, total current, VIR, like this. Fine. So these are the notations, no issue. Fine. Okay. So from equation number 1 and equation number 2, we derived that in series combination, resistance, all different resistance are additive. R1 plus R2 plus R3, and it is total R equivalent or R. Fine. So here in this circuit, the current is common, the voltage is across the resistors are different according to the value of resistance, because current is common, but the value of resistors are different. So V1, V2, and V3 are different, but the summation of these three is equal to the battery voltage or supplied voltage. Fine. So these are the equations we already studied here. So similarly here, voltage at point A, this point, the voltage is, say for an example, 100. Then there would be a voltage drop here, V1. So V1 is the voltage drop due to this IR1. And because of that voltage drop, again at point B, the value of voltage is little lesser. Then again, there is a voltage drop V2 across this. And afterwards, there is a voltage again little lesser. So the voltage drop at V1, V2, and V3 are different, and their values are depends on the resistance or the value of resistance connected across it. Fine. So here, this is a voltage distribution graph. So voltage is going, so voltage across this is different.
Hello?
Voltage across, yes.
Sir, why is voltage constant between A and B at that small point of time? In the
Pardon?
second graph.
This one.
Yeah, this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it constant?
No, it is for showing that there is no meaning at all for this portion. Fine. It is nothing. It only shows that because of that you can easily understand it. Fine.
Yes, sir. Okay.
This is not any meaning. I mean, actually it is a graph like this only. Fine. But if you can understand it properly कि भाई चलो यहाँ पर ये अपना एक V1 ड्रॉप हो गया और ये B पोर्शन पे आपको फिर जो वोल्टेज आप मेजर करेंगे वो वोल्टेज आपको डिफरेंट मिलेगा.
So actually the slope of this is constantly decreasing.
No, it may not be. Say for an example, if the resistance at this point and the resistance is at that point and resistance is at that point are different. Fine. Normally what we understood that the resistance are gradually decreasing from R1 to R3. Fine. But if the values are different, then the voltage drop, suppose voltage drop here is 10 volt, here 50 volt, and here 30 volts, say for an example. Fine. So graph may be vary accordingly. So graph may be like this. Fine. So
Okay, sir.
graph is not for it is only for understanding purpose. So please.
Here, sir, we are assuming that R3 is greater than R2 is greater than R1, right?
Yes. Right now there is no conditions, but yes, it may vary according to the values given. Like R2 may be greater than R1, R1 may be greater than R3, like this. Fine. So there is no assumptions right now. It is for understanding purpose only. Fine. Okay. And what do you mean by G here?
Conductance.
Conductance.
So conductance is a reciprocal of resistance.
Resistance.
Fine.
Yes.
And it is reciprocal like this. So 1 upon R1 is equal to 1 upon R. I mean 1 R is equal to 1 upon G. So 1 upon G is equal to 1 upon G1 plus 1 upon G2 plus 1 upon G3 for series circuits. Fine. Okay. Now, based on this, we will have a voltage divider rule. Voltage divider rule. Fine. So let us see what is, but before that, let us conclude whatever we discussed for series circuits. Fine. Same current flow through all the parts of the circuit. Correct? Number one. Number two, different resistors have their individual voltage drop. अभी हमने जो डिस्कस किया वही चीज हमने यहाँ पर कंक्लूजन में लिखा है. Fine. Number three, voltage drops are additive. Say voltage drop V1, V2, and V3, 30, 30, 40 are additive and exactly equal to the source voltage. Fine. Then applied voltage equals to the sum of different voltage drops. Clear? So total voltage V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Correct? Okay. Then resistance are additive, R1 plus R2 plus R3. We are talking about series circuit. Fine. And ultimately, if the resistors are additive, fine, then the powers are also additive. Power P is VI cos phi. We'll discuss about power in detail in AC circuits. Fine. Okay. So these are what the conclusion is of series circuit. Now, another circuit, that is voltage divider rule here. So here I have connected one battery of 40 volt. Fine. Resistance R1 is 2 ohm. Here it is 2 ohm. R2 is 4 ohm. And R3 is 6 ohm. Fine. So here, if we know the voltage divider rule, we can directly calculate V1, we can directly calculate V2, and we can directly calculate V3, voltage drop across V1, V2, and V3. Now here we know that total voltage is given how much? That is 24 volt. Fine. What is the value of total resistance in series? R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So how much? It is 2 plus 4 plus 6 is 12 ohm. So total resistance is known. Can we calculate current I, total I? Yes, we can. V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V by R. And it is how much? So V is equal to 24 by 12 is 2 ampere. So 2 ampere current flows. 2 ampere. So 2 ampere current will flow from this A to B, B to C, and C to D. So the value of current is constant throughout this. Fine. What is the change? Change of R1, R2, and R3. And because of that, the voltage drop V1, V2, and V3 are also going to be different. Fine. So can we calculate V1? Yes, we can calculate V1 is equal to I into R1. Yeah. So I is what? How much? It is 2 ampere. And what is R1? It is 2. So 4 volt. So यहाँ पे कितना voltage drop होगा? 4 volt होगा. Or 4 volt. Similarly, we can find it for this one, and similarly we can find it for this one also. Fine. So this is what the procedure we normally follow. But if there is a voltage divider rule, and if we understood it properly, we can directly calculate the value of V1, V2, and V3. How? Let us see. So as what we discussed, total resistance 12 ohm. Now, according to voltage divider rule, the various voltage drops are, say, V1 is calculated. Fine. Now here you can see, can we write like this? V1 upon R1 is equal to V upon R is equal to V2 upon R2 is equal to V3 upon R3. Fine. So if we know this, if we write this, then this particular equation can be right. Why I am explaining you this? Because as and when we are going to solve some examples, we will use this voltage divider rule and current divider rule directly to find out V1, V2, and V3. We will not follow all the different processes. Fine. So here V1 can be calculated as total voltage into R1 upon R. Total R. Fine. So here, what is the value of V here? V is 24. And what is the value of R? R is 2 ohm. And what is the total value of R? That is 12 ohm here. That is total 12. So divided by 12. Fine. So here, if you want to find out the value of V1 directly, then we will use this expression here. And this expression is nothing but it is voltage divider rule. So if you want to find out this voltage V1, V2 and V3, so voltage V1, V2 and V3 are divided into 3 different parts of this total applied voltage. Right? So V1, yeah, 24 multiplied by 2 by total resistance. Fine. Similarly, if I want to find out V2, so V2 is equal to 24 into 4 by 12. And V3, 24 into 6 by 12. Fine. So we can directly use this expression to find out these values. And this is what we can say V1, V2, V3 voltage divider rule. So whenever a such kind of circuit is in front of you, we can directly write V1 is equal to total voltage multiplied by the resistance across the capacitor upon total resistance. Okay, so this way we can calculate and we can remember and we can find it out. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So this is a voltage divider rule and you should remember. Fine. Because every time आपने पूरा करंट फाइंड किया, करंट फाइंड करने यहाँ पे करंट की वैल्यू हम बात ही नहीं कर रहे. देखो करंट फाइंड किया, फिर इंडिविजुअल रेजिस्टर से करंट फ्लो हो गया, फिर करंट फ्लो होने के बाद उसने आपने V is equal to IR करके V1 फाइंड किया, V2 फाइंड किया, V3 फाइंड किया. We will not do that. Fine. We will directly use this V1, V2 and V3 expressions. So similarly, here V1, V2 and V3 are calculated as per our voltage divider rule. Fine. तो आप देखो टोटल करो 4 plus 8 plus 12.
24.
24. Yeah, and it is 24. So this way we will also check, because right now the values are very simple, 4, 8, or sometimes it may happen like 3.39, 4.69 like this. And if you add this, so you have to cross verify whether this summation of all this V1, V2 and V3 are same and equal to the applied voltage or not. If it is not, then maybe some calculation mistakes are there. Fine. Okay. Now let us go for parallel circuit. Okay. Now parallel circuit के लिए क्या होगा? कौन बताएगा?
Current
Reciprocal हो
gets
जाएगा,
divided.
series का reciprocal हो जाएगा.
Okay. Current will be divided. Okay. And what about voltage?
The voltage will be the same.
Voltage remain the same.
the same.
Voltage will remain same.
Conductance is added.
G
Correct.
equals to 1 by R.
Correct. So I think already studied by you people in the class A, I mean 11 and 12. Fine. So suppose if 100 volt is there, then the voltage drop across this is V1, voltage drop across this is V2 and V3. So V1, V2, V3 are same, equal to V. In this case, what is the difference? The difference is the total amount of current. तो ये करंट ये पॉइंट पर क्या होगा? डिवाइड हो जाएगा I1 करंट में, I2 and I3 करंट में. Fine. So voltage will be same, but what about the current? Current are going to be changed. Current are of different values. Fine. Okay. Now these are the equations. Fine. We will not discuss much more about these equations. I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, because all these three currents are additive and total current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So in I1, V is similar to across all the elements. Fine. Here resistors are there. So V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. So based on this value of resistor, R1, R2 and R3, the value of current will be different. Fine. And from these two different equations, we can write an expression of R equivalent resistance 1 upon R is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3, and the conductance are additive. Fine. So these are the characteristics of parallel circuit. Now, these are the points concluded, fine, of parallel circuit. Same voltage acts across all parts of the circuit. Number two, different resistors have the individual current because resistors are having different resistance values. Fine, and according to that, the current will be different because the voltage is common to the whole circuit. Branch currents are additive, I1 plus I2 plus I3. Conductances are additive, and ultimately powers are also additive. Fine, okay. Now, current divider rule will not explain you right now. This is your homework. Fine, this is your homework, and you have to find out the expression for this current divider rule. The expression is, I am going to write it here. Suppose if you want to find out the current I1 directly, if you want to find out the current directly here, then what you have to do is you simply just leave this branch means resistor R1, उसके अलावा जो आपके पास दो रेजिस्टर है R2 and R3, है ना, R2 and R3, उसको लिखो आप R2 into R3 upon combination of this R1 R2 R2 R3 R3 R1. So R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1 into total current I. Fine. So if we know the value of R1 is 5, value of R2 is 6, and value of R3 is 4, we can directly find the amount of current flowing through it. Say for an example, if the current is 10 ampere, आपको 10 एम्पियर पता है, तो according to the resistance 5, 6 and 4, what are the values of I1, I2 and I3? If you use this expression, we can calculate the current I1 directly, and it is nothing but it known as current divider rule. So I1 is equal to R2 R3, 6 into 4, 6 into 4. Fine. Then 5 into 6. We can write directly 6 into 4. And 4 into 5, 20. Here you can also write 24. Fine. So this total will be common. This total will be common. 30 plus 20, 50. 60, 74. So 74 is common. Fine. So if you know this 74, simply I1 is equal to, suppose मुझे यहाँ पे find करना है R1 पे, तो ये बाकी जो है 6 into 4, 24 बार 70. अभी मेरे को R2 को find करना है I2. So I2 will be 5 into 4, 20 divided by 74, like this. And I3 find करना है मेरे को, this one. So 5 into 6, 30 divided by 74. Is it? Then उसके बाद आपको multiply करना है 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, because ये 10 एम्पियर तो आपका करंट है ना टोटल I. फाइन. सो ये चीजें आपको याद रख के करनी है. तो ये इक्वेशन कैसे आया, दैट इज योर होमवर्क.
Sir, we have learnt that current gets divided in inverse ratio of resistances. So I think it's derived from that.
Yes, whatever. I know you already studied this part, but still I had given you as a homework. Clear? How it is? You can easily derive this expressions. Very simple. बहुत सिंपल है ये, आप कर सकते हैं.
Hello.
हाँ जी.
Sir, in parallel, the voltage drop in first resistor is same as second and third, right?
Correct.
So in this, can we use मतलब the voltage, as the voltage drop is same, so I1 R1 is equal to
देखो यहाँ पे 100 वोल्ट है, आप बोल रहे हो कि यहाँ पे 50 वोल्ट 50 वोल्ट होगा ड्रॉप, यहाँ पे 50 होगा, यहाँ पे 50 होगा, ऐसा बोल रहे हो आप?
नहीं सर,
Is
मैं
that
ऐसा बोल
possible?
रहा हूँ कि अगर हम ऐसा लिखे कि आई एज वोल्टेज ड्रॉप इज सेम, तो I1
Hmm.
R1 is equal to I2 R2 is equal to I3 R3.
Yeah. If the values of R1, R2 and R3 are same,
हाँ,
if the values of resistor R1, R2 and R3 are same, then the voltage drop across, say for an example, चलो example ही ले लेते हैं, अभी हमें किरचॉफ लॉ भी पढ़ना है हाँ आज। सपोज R1 is equal to 10 ओम ले लिया आपने, R2 भी 10 ओम ले लिया आपने, R3 भी 10 ओम ले लिया, एंड आपका करंट I भी आपका कितना है 10 एम्पियर हो गया। फाइन, चलो वोल्टेज डिवाइडर रूल यूज करते हैं, then we can find current I1 is equal to how much, कितना होगा? पहले तो हमें ये 10 into 10 10 into 10 ऐसा होगा नीचे। इक्वेशन लिखो फिर से कि I1, या मेरे को इक्वेशन लिखना है, तो यहाँ पे कौन सा इक्वेशन होगा? R2 into R3 upon R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1, फाइन, into I। ओके, तो ये क्या हो गया कॉम्बिनेशन आपका? R2 R3 100 divided by 100 plus 100 plus 100 300 into I कितना है आपका 10, फाइन। तो I1 कितना मिलेगा आपको? आपको पता चल गया। ओके, व्हाट इज द वोल्टेज ड्रॉप हियर? द वोल्टेज ड्रॉप इज I into R। अभी करंट कितना है 10 एम्पियर, वो पता नहीं मेरे को कितना है अभी, फाइन। तो ये फाइंड करेंगे तो 10/3, सो आपको मिलेगा करीबन 3.33 समथिंग एम्पियर। तो यहाँ से करंट आपका कितना फ्लो होगा 3.33 एम्पियर, फाइन। अभी वोल्टेज ड्रॉप कितना होगा इधर? सिमिलर होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो आपने वोल्टेज अप्लाई किया पैरेलल में, सेम वोल्टेज विल बी अप्लाई, विल बी अक्रॉस रेजिस्टर
Equal.
R1। या अब नाउ द इफ द वैल्यू ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस R2 इज सेम, say for an example, you will get the same value here, same amount of current will flow 3.33 ampere, and also here it same current flow will, so 3.33 3.33 plus 3.33, total amount of current is 10 ampere, so it is going to be added here. Now see, if the values of resistors are same, the amount of current flows through this will also same, voltage drop across R1, across R2 and across R3 are similar in parallel circuit. If you calculate, you will get the same value. If you understood it, then it will be the same value here. So the value of current I1, I2 and I3 are different only when there is a change in resistance connected in parallel. Fine. So this is what the theory is, but you need to derive these expressions R1, R2 and R3 of current I1. But आपको एग्जाम में आप फिर ये सारे इक्वेशंस लगाकर बाद में फाइंड किया I1 नहीं, मेरे को पता है I1 is 10, यहाँ पे 5 है, ये 6 है और 7 है, मेरे को सीधा लिखना है I1 is equal to how much, 6 into 7 42 अपॉन टोटल कितना हुआ 30 प्लस 42 प्लस 35 इंटू टोटल एम्पियर कितना है 10। तो ये मेरे को सीधा कैलकुलेटर से कैलकुलेट करके I1 फाइंड कर लेना है, फाइन। ऐसे टाइम, क्योंकि अभी तो ये एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल है, फाइन। I'll show you the examples how different complex examples are used or asked into the examination, fine. So we will not bother about this, but these shortcuts, that's what we are going to use for our calculation purpose. So current divider rule, voltage divider. Okay, now move forward. Okay, now all of you please ready with pen and paper. Somebody is writing, instead of writing in a message, it's better you ask directly so we can discuss. Fine, we will see at the end of lecture. Okay, we are going to write certain electrical circuit terminologies, like what is circuit, what is element, what is mesh, what is loop, fine, because we are going to have a mesh and loop analysis also. Sorry, fine. So write down the first definition, what is circuit? We already discussed about the circuit. So circuit is a closed conducting path through which an electric current either flows or is intended to flow. Means उसको धक्का दिया जाता है. Fine. Through active and passive elements. So this is the definition where you can add a circuit is a closed conducting path through which an electric current either flows or is intended to flow. So just note down these definitions in your notebook. It may help you in the examination. It may help you in the practical examination also. Parameters. So very simple definition of parameter. Various elements of an electric circuits. Various matlab passive and active both. Fine. Are called its parameters like resistance, resistor, inductors, and capacitor. These parameters may be lumped or distributed. Fine. We'll see what do you mean by lumped parameters and distributed parameters. Fine. But right now you considered all these different parameters. Okay. Now, third one is linear circuit. Okay. Linear circuit. So a linear circuit is one whose parameters are constant. Whose parameters are constant. They do not change with voltage and current. जैसे आपके पास एक सर्किट हो गया, रेजिस्टर हो गया, फाइन. सो ये वोल्टेज सोर्स हो गया आपका और एक रेजिस्टर हो गया, फाइन. ये रेजिस्टर हो गया आपका. नाउ इन दिस सर्किट पैरामीटर कांस्टेंट रहने चाहिए. जैसे वोल्टेज अपना हो गया, वोल्टेज 100 वोल्ट. But we know that many times the source voltage is varying every moment of time. Fine. 100 के 99 हो गए या फिर 99 के 101 हो गए. And here also resistance is changing their characteristics according to the heating effect. Fine. So we know that temperature coefficient of resistance R. Fine. So R is also changing their characteristics according to the amount of current flows through it. Fine. So here we can say the parameters are changing here, but normally we consider resistance is a constant. There is no change in voltage and current. Fine. So they do not change with voltage and current. यहाँ पे मैंने वोल्टेज चेंज कर दिया, करंट चेंज कर दिया, तो इसका पैरामीटर चेंज नहीं होना चाहिए. That kind of circuits are known as linear circuits. Fine. So the definition wise, a linear circuit is one whose parameters are constant, never changed. Fine. So there are equipments like this. So this is a constant current source. कांस्टेंट करंट सोर्स का सिंबल ऐसे रहेगा और ये अपना जो सिंबल है वो सिंपल एम्पियर और ए लिखता है इधर ऐसे. फाइन. सो ये आपका सिंबल हो गया एसी सर्किट का. पर अगर ऐसा सिंबल देखने को मिलेगा आपको, फाइन, ये वाला, then it is a constant current source. There are different applications of this. There are different applications of using these constant current sources. Fine. So ये constant current sources कैसा है? जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे कोई एलिमेंट लगा दिया, जैसे कोई भी एलिमेंट लगा दिया, फाइन. ये एलिमेंट अपनी प्रॉपर्टी चेंज करेगा तो करंट चेंज होगा, पर यहाँ से करंट जो सोर्स है अपना, उसका कोई वैल्यू चेंज नहीं होगा. फाइन. तो इस तरह के जो सोर्सेस होते हैं वो कांस्टेंट सप्लाई करता है करंट या वोल्टेज. जैसे करंट सोर्स हो गया, वोल्टेज सोर्स भी ऐसे आता है. फाइन. सो current and voltage sources, constant current and voltage sources, and such elements are used in a circuit known as linear circuit. Now next is non-linear circuit. Non-linear circuit तो ये सारी हमारी non-linear circuit है. जैसे हमने इंडक्टर लगा दिया, कैपेसिटर लगा दिया, non-linear. Fine. So what is the definition? The definition is it is that circuit whose parameters changes with voltage and current. Correct? Next. bilateral circuit, and an electric circuit whose characteristics are same in either or both directions is called a bilateral circuit. For an example, transmission line. Fine. You people do not know about the transmission line. Transmission line ये है कि जैसे आपका एक पावर जनरेशन है और आपके घर पे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को सप्लाई करता है, ट्रांसमिशन लाइन. फाइन. सो दिस ट्रांसमिशन लाइन you may transfer the power from generating station to your premises also. Fine. And you can use in the reverse direction also. Fine. So bilateral. अभी आपके घर पे भी आपने एक पावर स्टेशन लगा दिया. सब लोग अपने घर पे सोलर पावर प्लांट लगाते हैं. सोलर. फाइन. तो ये सोलर जो आपका पावर प्लांट जो लगा, मतलब पैनल्स लगी, वो पैनल्स क्या करते हैं, पावर को जनरेट करता है और ये पावर आप फीडबैक वापस करते हो कहाँ, जनरेटिंग स्टेशन. तो ये दो काम करता है आने जाने का, and that is what is bilateral circuits. Fine. So write down the definition of bilateral circuit. Bilateral circuit.
सर
Yes.
सर जनरेटिंग सिस्टम से ऑलरेडी हमें ट्रांसमिशन लाइन से पावर आ रहा है, ठीक है, घर पे. तो फिर व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ सोलर की वापस क्यों दे रहे उसको?
अभी देखो, have you seen the solar panels nearby
Yes,
in
yes.
your society? So ये जो सोलर पैनल रहती है, फाइन, और ये जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जो जनरेट करती है वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आप डायरेक्ट यूज नहीं करते हो. फाइन. ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी अगेन आपके घर के सामने जो एक पोल होता है, वो वहां पे 3 ऐसे वायर्स चलते हैं ना, दैट इज ट्रांसमिशन लाइन. फाइन. और ये कहाँ तक जाता है, ये अपना जनरेटिंग स्टेशन जो बहुत दूर है यहाँ से. फाइन. जनरेटिंग स्टेशन. तो ये जो ट्रांसमिट हो रहा है, अगर ये आपका जो पावर जो जनरेट हो रहा है, फाइन, वो हम ग्रिड को वापस देते हैं थ्रू द सेम ट्रांसमिशन लाइन. फाइन. और फिर ये जनरेटिंग स्टेशन, ये पूरा ग्रिड सिस्टम रहता है, उसको ग्रिड सिस्टम भी बोलते हैं, ग्रिड. फाइन. So whatever the power generated at your premises through solar are transferred to the grid, and grid पे वहां पर जाके आपके वो reimburse करते हैं. reimburse मतलब कि आपका जो कंजप्शन हुआ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का, जैसे आपने एसी यूज किया, वो जो 2 महीने में आपका कंजप्शन हुआ, वो कंजप्शन और उसके सामने आपने कितने यूनिट्स जनरेट किए थ्रू सोलर, उसका डिफरेंस निकाल के वो आपको वापस बिल में देते हैं. फाइन. तो आप सीधा सोलर पैनल यूज नहीं कर सकते अपने घर पे अभी, क्योंकि उसके भी डिसएडवांटेजेस, जैसे रात को सोलर बंद हो गया तो आपके घर पे लाइट फिर चली जाएगी, और फिर जैसे मॉनसून का सीजन आ गया, बादल आ गए, वहां पे सोलर जनरेशन ही नहीं हुआ और आप कैसे यूज कर पाएंगे. सो गवर्नमेंट इज डिसाइडेड दैट टू यूज द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी विच इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट ओनली, एंड वट एवर द पावर जनरेटेड, लाइक सोलर, आप एक आपने एक बिजनेस शुरू कर दिया पावर जनरेशन का, वो पावर जनरेट कर लिया आपने. फाइन. और आपने सिर्फ बेचा ही इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वालों को. तो अभी यही हो रहा है, जो आपके घर के सामने जहां पर ये पावर सोलर पावर के जो पैनल्स लगे हुए हैं, वो आप क्या करते हो, आपके घर के ऊपर एक आपने उसका एक छोटा सा एक इंडस्ट्री बना दिया, वहां पे आपने जनरेशन किया, और वो जनरेशन आप बेच रहे हो कहाँ पर, किसी को सेल कर रहे हो. फाइन. और उसके बदले में आपको वो पैसा दे रहा है. इज इट? सो इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ बायलैटरल सर्किट्स. एंड फाइनली that is unilateral circuits. It is the circuit whose properties or characteristics changes with the direction of its operation. डायोड रेक्टिफायर आपने पढ़ा होगा, डायोड रेक्टिफायर, जैसे डायोड हो गया. फाइन. डायोड का सिंबल. फाइन. तो डायोड में क्या होता है, एनोड एंड कैथोड. सो करंट कहाँ से कहाँ फ्लो होगा, एनोड से कैथोड, एक ही डायरेक्शन में होता है. यहाँ रिवर्स बायस में करंट फ्लो नहीं होता है. फाइन. एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट इज नोन एज यूनिलेटरल सर्किट्स. तो जहां पे पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कंपोनेंट आ गए, जैसे ये भी एलिमेंट हो गया, एक ये डायोड जो है आपका, वो एक एलिमेंट हो गया. फाइन. सो ये एलिमेंट आपने जो लगाया, फाइन, एंड इन अ सर्किट आपने रेजिस्टर भी लगा दिया, आपने कैपेसिटर भी लगा दिया, सर्किट बना दिया ऐसे. फाइन, बट ये एलिमेंट कैसे हो गया, वो एक ही डायरेक्शन में करंट फ्लो होगा, वो रिवर्स करंट फ्लो नहीं करने देगा, एंड दैट इज व्हाई such kind of circuits are known as unilateral circuits. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
सर वो
Now-
वापस
Yes, sir.
प्रीवियस पेज आप प्लीज एक बार बताओ ना, जो फिगर था आपका.
This one. Friends, I think time is already, we are running
Yes,
short of
sir,
time.
got it.
Fine. Fine. So let us discuss only three more definitions, or otherwise we can continue this part in the next lecture also. Friday. Again, we have a lecture
Okay,
at 4
sir.
to 2. Fine. Because we have another class today and we have to continue with that part also. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
So whatever we discussed
So-
today, yes.
So can you share this document in our email?
Yes, sir.
बेटा ये आप अब देखो मेरी बात सुनो, ये जो भी हम बोल रहे हैं, जो भी पढ़ रहे हैं, फाइन, वो मैंने सिंपली वो वहां पर एक प्रेजेंटेशन बना के उसमें टाइप किया हुआ है. आप लोग आप ऐसा इंजीनियरिंग में आ गए हो तो ऐसा माइंड में फिट करो कि ये सारी चीजें माइंड में रहे इंस्टेड ऑफ इन कंप्यूटर. मैं शेयर कर दूंगा आप सबको, कोई इशू नहीं है. आई विल शेयर ऑल द डॉक्यूमेंट्स विथ यू. हम जो ये प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, बनाते हैं, ये बच्चों के लिए ही होता है, हमारे लिए नहीं. हमें उससे कुछ फायदा नहीं होने वाला. द बेनिफिट इज दैट you people can understand it easily and I will definitely share with you. पर कभी कभी क्या होता है कि शेयर करने से लोग उसका मिसयूज भी करते हैं. फाइन, सो वो ना हो इसलिए will share with you privately in your email ID once you received your original email IDs. Fine. Okay. So
सर हेलो
this,
सर,
हाँ जी.
अगर हमें रिकॉर्डिंग चाहिए लेक्चर्स की तो उसके लिए हमें क्या करना चाहिए?
मिल जाएगा. अभी मेरे पास क्या होता है कि जैसे अभी हमने लेक्चर लिया तो ये पूरा लेक्चर का रिकॉर्डिंग ऑटोमेटिक होता है. फाइन, बट उसका एक लिंक आता है हमें आफ्टर, आई मीन अप टू 24 आवर्स, विद इन 24 आवर्स वो एक लिंक हमारे मेल में आ जाता है कि आपने ये जो लेक्चर लिया था उसका ये लिंक है. अगर वो लिंक हमें मिलता है तो द सेम लिंक आई यूज टू शेयर विथ ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स. फाइन,
ओके
तो
सर,
आपको
हाँ.
ये सारे
एक
लेक्चर के,
स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो.
यस, हेलो,
देंगे सर.
हाँ जी,
कैन वी टेक स्क्रीनशॉट्स?
हाँ देखो, कुछ भी आप स्क्रीनशॉट भी ले सकते हैं, आपको जो भी सीखने के लिए कुछ भी आपको करना पड़े वो कर सकते हो, कोई इशू नहीं है. बट द ओनली थिंग इज दैट यू लर्न. अल्टीमेटली आवर गोल इज टू that share the knowledge with you and you how to learn that part. Fine. So do not worry about from our side. We will share you each and everything. There is nothing to hide here. इंजीनियरिंग ब्रांच ऐसा है जहां पे हाइड करना कोई मतलब की बात ही नहीं. फाइन, वी विल शेयर एवरीथिंग टू यू. ओके,
ओके सर.
fine. So we'll continue from this part next lecture onwards. Fine. But meanwhile, you please purchase a book called Professor U.A. Patel. I already given that list of the books and already shared with you. Fine, in a previous lecture. हमने बताया था कि ये book,
Yes, sir. References.
हाँ, तो ये बुक में आपको सब मिल जाएगा उधर. Fine.
Are not present at that time.
Okay, fine. And your attendance will be marked automatically. Fine. So no need to worry about the attendances also. Automatically it will be marked here, and the attendance report is also automatically generated, and it is with me. Fine. तो आप 5 मिनट से ज्यादा आपने वहां पर आपका हो गया डिस्कनेक्शन वगैरह जो भी है, then it will be marked as absent. Fine. So be continue while attendance for the lecture. Fine. Okay. See you. All the best. Again, we will
Thank you,
meet
sir.
Friday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
See you. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.